Hey,
Whoa,
what's
happening? Try
Sauce
to catch
Twins.
us. Too tall.
Too short.
Hey.
What's happening, y'all? What's up? What's good?
How was y'all's Memorial Day?
It was good at the house.
Hey, my boy done whipped up the best side dish I'd have ever had. Wait, got that.
Trying to tell him about my jalapeno cream corn, boy.
Boy, you need to sell that.
Hey,
You need to sell that by the ounce.
hey, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, down the road, I'm trying to tell y'all, Tux Bar and Grill, sides only.
Size only.
We ain't got no main dishes. Size only. That's what we doing at Tux Bar.
Hey,
and
they got
Grill.
that at Cheddar's. You know, you can go to Cheddar's and get sides. They got a side platter. All you get is side.
I done seen it.
Yeah, that's what my baby get.
Hey,
What we on today now?
summertime.
Yeah, some people still in school though.
Yeah, they are.
Some people still in school.
They almost out of there.
It's summertime. What y'all doing this summer?
Boy, thought y'all was about to get some of that.
That's why you got to come with a generic
Right. It's all right. I got them.
thing. You know what I'm saying? What y'all got going this summer though? Y'all working, training?
Playing games.
That's not a question. They're gonna do that regardless. So that's not a question.
We got summer camp coming up. It's about to get live.
Starting
around
next
here.
week,
Next week.
June 3rd.
It's gonna crank up 8 weeks before fall sports begin, and it's a crucial time for athletes trying to make a difference, move up on the roster.
Make a name for yourself.
Yeah,
This is the time.
scholarships. Everybody working, man.
This is the time to put in that work.
Yep.
Now, today
Yeah.
we're talking about whether or not more games helps an athlete become better. Do you get better with more games?
Now we talked about this before and said that you don't. We talked about you don't get better.
You don't get better
Practice, but it was in a different sense.
right.
It was performance based in
Right,
practice.
right.
Right. That's what we were talking about. Performance based in practice. Like you don't get faster.
No.
You don't change directions better. You don't.
No.
You know that stuff. You don't jump higher because of practice. It's outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what we're talking about. But here we're talking about we're kind of taking it to the next level about is the answer more games or is the answer more training and practice?
Right. So now we go to you're not gonna get better with more games,
With
but
more
you
games.
will get better
With
with
more
more practice and training.
But in games are like an extension of practice in a way, right?
They are, but then you know sometimes practice is just not the same level
Right.
intensity as a game, so you might not get the best of looks.
Right, but I'm saying to defend the people that think more games are the answer is to say that games are like an extension of practice.
Yes. So
To
then,
the-
yes, in that
in
point,
that
yes.
case. But I think what we kind of look at is, and it's interesting, I seen my boy Mike, shout out Mike Boyles. What's good with you? Sauce Twins, we here. We ain't talking about the puck. But I want to say I saw you or heard you mention something about more games was the answer or something. It was kind of along the lines of what we're talking about today. But when you think about it, let's say in a game, think about a linebacker or think about a receiver. Like you might have 7 targets, 6 targets in a game. You might get thrown at 6 times. You know what I'm saying?
If that, yeah. Even baseball, you might even go up and at bat
3 or
4 times in a game.
Yeah, ground balls. How many ground balls are you gonna really get in a game? So 3, 4, 5.
It's making you better. I don't believe that. You need way more than that.
So
Now that practice is gonna get you ready for the game. It's gonna make you better, more prepared.
So here's the thing: better quality practice.
And that's why I said sometimes that practice isn't the best.
Yeah.
So then when you go to the games, I don't know, you're still not up to par.
Yeah.
Because that practice was so lackadaisical. And like you said earlier, it's up to the coaches
Yeah.
to set that culture, especially when it comes to practice. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where you're going to get better.
Yeah. I think to put the guys in the positions so that they understand situations, like situational football, it's crazy.
Boy.
Think about basketball too. Situational basketball. I've been watching like the chess match with the pick and rolls. You know what I'm saying? Going over screens, under screens. You just watching all that situations. I've seen a few NBA teams this year in the playoffs get caught off guard to where the guys on the court really didn't know what to do in certain situations, so they had to call timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the whole new AAU 7-on-7 stuff. It's just too many games.
Yeah, it's just back to back to back to back to back.
It's too many games.
And
You're never really getting a controlled environment to teach.
And I seen some that they only practice once a week. Once a week.
Yeah.
How? And you playing all these games?
Yeah, I mean, when are you teaching?
Can't teach.
When are you
It's too late.
teaching? Like there needs to be some teaching going on. That I don't know. I don't know, man. It's tough. We might be very biased because of the field that we're in, but we chose this field. You know what I'm saying? We chose this.
Now I'll say this, right? There is nothing like game experience.
Absolutely. But my bad, I mean, cut y'all.
No, I mean, there ain't nothing like game experience. So, I mean, in a sense, it still doesn't work that way, though. It's still, either way it goes, you're not, more games is not the answer.
Imagine playing that many games all year round for 10 years before you're even in college. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. I think, I don't know. And it's tough, right? Because some of these sports, you don't even get a good look outside of playing select, which is not even select anymore.
Yeah.
It's pay. It ain't select softball or baseball. It's pay to play. I don't know. It's a struggle to try to communicate effectively to the parents that when they come in here, it's like, well, we have 4 games this week. When can we train? It's like, okay. Like, you have 4 games this week. Well, you know, we're dealing with an injury right now, but he got 4 games this week. What can we... you need to pull back out of 4 of those games. You need to get in here and train, because right now you're trying to. All right, skill set is very, very important, and I think that's what you get in most of the sport is the skill set, right? The skill set, but the training portion of it, the performance part of it. Running, jumping, change of directions. That stuff right there is very, very valuable to add to the skill set.
If you ain't got none of that, how you gonna improve your skill set?
You know,
you're gonna be stagnant.
Cause like Haley said, one good way she was talking about the importance of increasing the girls' vertical. Was her talking to a parent about like if you want to be open all the time, jump higher than the other girls. Because if you pull up on that jump shot, you can be right there.
Yeah.
But if I'm an elbow over you, it's like KD shooting. He's always open. It's
always.
never really a
You can't
contested shot. The shot is not contested. So I don't know. We want. our goal first is for athletes to be healthy. Second one is performance based. And we really, really believe that we're the X factor when it comes to doing what we do. Because we're about movement first, having athletes learn how to move properly. And then we increase intensity in different ways, you know. But it's a struggle trying to deal with the culture of all of the games.
And that's all it is. It's just a new culture, and I don't know. Really, it's the money.
Yeah.
The money. That's why they're having all them games.
And then it's like you pay out so much money for all of these games, thousands and thousands of dollars to travel, and thousands of dollars in hotels and organization fees, but then you want to come train, but you don't have any ducats. So my thing is I don't know. We just trying to educate and communicate more effectively to our community, our parents, and our viewers that playing more games, being on more teams
Isn't
the answer.
It's
You
not.
need rest, and you need what you would call an off season to really develop and get better, to take that back to your skill set.
Right. After spending all them ducats on hotels and organization fees, how much better has your athlete gotten though? Because I see it all the time. I see it every day. I'm part of the organization, and that development just isn't there. It's not there.
And it's tough because it's so many teams, so many organizations, so many tiers that the availability of quality coaching is down. That's just the way. And it is in our field too. We're not saying that it's not in our field too. In the strength coach, performance training, personal training, whatever you call it, y'all know what we do. The availability, it gets watered down. Finding quality, good trainers, coaches, as you get more and more people just diving into it, it goes down. So it's hard to see, as parents, where should I go? It all looks the same to me, but man, it's not the same.
It's not.
So we're just trying to continue to educate and communicate more effectively.
And motivate.
More effectively to our people. Yeah. But hey, we do want to tell you guys, man, I got so many dates. I got to look up the date. We're a little behind, but I'm getting on top of it right now. July 13th, okay? Sauce Games. We are still having it, okay? I'm trying not to put my foot in my mouth and cancel the thing, but
We
I'm trying to
having
stay on
Sauce
top.
Games.
Trying to stay on top of it, all right? We're going to be reaching out to vendors. We need vendors, preferably things that are food, performance-based, healthy, and then we're thinking about having a few vendors outside of kind of what we do. We kind of got to talk about that and reach out to a few people about that. But man, we're going to have weightlifting and Metcon competitions inside. We're going to have footwork competitions outside looking like the dunk contest and that kind of style.
Stupid.
All right. We are still doing it July 13th. You will be able to go to thesaucegames.com to register. Okay? We are doing that. Hey, I'm trying to keep all this stuff together the best we can.
All right, we're going to make it happen.
But we still doing it. Teams of 4 for the weightlifting Metcons. We got teams of 4, 2 males, 2 females. We have an RX group, a non-RX group. I need to get it up on the site, the recommendations for RX stuff, just to make sure that people understand what they're doing. You know what you're getting into. Footwork outside, straight freestyle. Show up with your 3 best combinations.
Come with it.
It's still going down. We're still doing it. We need to just do a run through of it this year to see how it's going to go, and then we're going to do it annually. So look forward to it. TheSauceGames.com. That's where you go to register your teams. It's $100 a team. And then for the footwork, you come in solo dolo. It's only going to be $25. Me. The baby. Me. Hey. But yeah, hey, shout out to Baby. We're playing the Baby every day since we've been on it before, but we've been playing it heavy. Me last time. Hey, the Sauce Twins. Too short.
Too tall.
Hey, holla.
Hey, subscribe. Turn them notifications on. Share. All right. Hey.
What will you sacrifice to be great?